Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Uchet. Today, what do we have for you? We have a lot for you. This is Protastructure 2025. As you can see, Mr. Eze Pure Water Factory. So you can see it here. So you can see it's still in the process. We are trying to, to do the roofing. Is that okay? So now we are still modeling. As you can see it, we are still modeling. And as you can see this, we want to show you how to do this kind of brazing in Protastructure 2025. Can you see it here? Can you see it here? This kind of brazing, if you look at it, is different from this one here. It's different from this particular brazing here. Can you see it? All right. How do you make this kind of adjustment to it? And if it's double, how do you want to go about it? All of this, I'm going to be showing you at the same time the connection in this particular video. Please, I want to say, stay tuned. Is that okay? Don't leave. Let's do it together to the end. Is that okay? And also, we want to use this opportunity to greet our people in Tanzania, in Rwanda, Malaysia, United States, Somalia, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, Zambia, etc. A lot of them like that, even Nigerians. We want to say thank you so much for being there for us, and also for subscribing and also liking our videos. And in case this is your first time, I want to say do the same so that we can be together, we can be on the same page. Is that okay? So that each time we release video, you can have access to you, be notified by the YouTube. Is that okay? So do us a favor. I want to say click on the subscribe button and also like this particular video. Is that okay? All right, that's fine. So let's now see how this can be achieved. So for now, I'm going to delete this one. Is that okay? I'm deleting this one so that I can now show you how to go about it. Is that okay? All right, let's wait for it. Okay, deleted. So now for us to insert this particular type of brazing, because if you look at it, there's a support here, isn't it? And also towards the end here, there's going to be a support, isn't it? That's fine. But in between here, from here to here, is actually long to leave it without being brazed. Is that okay? Now, if you look at the one I just deleted now, if you look at the one I just deleted, now let me undo it. Let it come up. Okay, can you see? If you look at the one I just brought back now, can you see? Can you see the method of support from this place? Whereas there's going to be a support here also, isn't it? Correct. So, and also down here there's going to be a support, isn't it? A connection around this place, isn't it? So that is fine. So this kind of brazing is good, but looking at this span, I prefer this one. Is much more better. Is that okay? This one is far more better. So let me delete this one now, and let me now show you how this can be done. So let's wait for it to disappear. Good. All right, as I said, this is Protastructure 2025. So looking at this, and I want to say that Protastructure 2026 will soon be out. In fact, I can't wait personally, because there are a lot of things that software version will definitely solve. Is that okay? All right, so let's now go ahead. So I'll come to my brazing here. Can you see under modeling here? You can see modeling here. I'll come to my brazing, come here now and click. And once I click on my brazing, I'll click on the first member and also the second member. Is that okay? So can you see it now? So I'm coming. So I've already done all of this one before. I've done this one before. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0. So now when you come in, after clicking on the two member, this is what you are going to be seeing. Can you see? This is what you are going to be seeing. And since these are the things this is the shape or the pattern you are going to be seeing, I want to say for you to now make adjustment to adjust this place inside and here downward and all of that based on what you want, based on the dimension. So how do you go about it? You can now see we have the properties of frame 1, F1. Is that okay? This is frame 1, this is frame 1. Are we together? This is frame 1, this is frame 1. Is that okay? And this one is what? Frame 2, F2. This is frame 2, F2. Can you see? All of this I'm going to be showing you. So now, having gotten to this place, for you to now adjust based on your own, at your own end, you can make your own adjustments. You can do your own calculation. Is that okay? But for me, I want to make it from this support here, inside, I want to make it 3,000. 3,000. Then click somewhere here. Can you see? It has been adjusted. But if I come here and put this one, let me turn it to 0. Let me turn this one to 3,000. Can you see what has happened? It's I shifted it from here to this point, and that's not the purpose. Is that okay? So that is that. Click on this and then come to this place now. Make it what 3000. Click here. Then also I want to bring it down to this side. Still on I. Is that okay? Come here and put what 3000. Okay, can you see it now? Adjusted. Now for the frame 2, which is this one now, I'll come to this place. The same thing. Put my 3000. Then come here also. Put my what 3000. So can you see it now? So at this point now, I can now click on what? On OK. And let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Okay. Hold on. Can you see it now? Can we see it? You can see it now. It has come. So I'll now go further now and click on this one and also this one. Is that okay? So it will still give us the same thing. But this time around, let's assume I want to make it double. If I want to now have a 2 double, as in 2 brazing, is that okay? To have these 2 X at each other on or 2 X brazing at this particular point. So first of all, you remove this distance that you have put. Remove them, turn them to 0 first. Then you can now see it now. So you can now come to this place now and make it what? And make it 2 and click somewhere else. Can you see it now? Can you see what we are having? So if I click on OK now, you see what we are going to have. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. It's coming up. Let's wait for it. Correct. So can you now see the type that we have now, different from this? So this is how you make adjustment. And also at this point now, definitely it's too close to this. You can adjust this place now. If I click on it now, I say property. Is that okay? I click on property. Let it come up again. So at this point now, here I can. Okay, this other side too. Let me see. This one here. Where is it? Okay, this one I've stopped here. So come to this other side now. This other side. Let me do this one first. 600 also. Okay, let's see. All right, this place has been done. Is that okay? We are done with this side. So now that we are done with this side now, okay, so you can now see how we have adjusted this place now. So you can now see 600 and this other side to 600. That's why you can see here 600 and this one 600. Can you see it now? So if I should go back now and click on this, let's see what we have. Let's see. Can you see it now? Can you see it here? Okay, so can you see it here now? Can you see this one? If I should move it now, can you see we have adjusted? Instead of before it was here, it was here. So can you see where we have it now? Is that okay? So this is how you go about the kind of brazing that you want. But for us, this is the type that we want. So I'm going to delete this one now. I just use it to show you how to go about this type of brazing. Is that okay? So all right, so let me click on this one now and then this one. Okay, I've now carried out my brazing. Click on this brazing, click on this and this one. This is a live project, so as you can see I'm still on it. Okay, so let me go back. Where is my brazing? Click on this one and this one. Okay, all right, it's still there. I have my everything intact. Okay, let me proceed. Okay, as I said, in case you have not subscribed, please try and subscribe. Is that okay? Very, very important. Is that okay? All right, so let me click on this one and also this one. I'll just click on OK because the settings have been done already. Is that okay? All right, let's wait. And we have what we call Ekidel group. Ekidel group is a place where so many engineers within the country and outside the country have come together to help each other to solve any problem that has to do with what? Design, civil, is that okay? Structural design or anything called engineering. That's a place where we can rub mind together to solve such a problem. So that's fine. So as you can see this one now, can you see it now? I have brazed this particular one properly. So the next thing for me now is to do what we call loading. Is that okay? I'm going to be loading this, but before I load it, I'm going to be having what? My roof. Don't forget that they are going to roof this place, isn't it? They are going to roof this place, but in this place now we don't have roof, but what we have in terms of roof is what? Cladding. So I'm going to click on my cladding, then and let's see. I'll now come here now and click. Is that okay? So and click, you can now see the cladding. It automatically take the shape. Is that okay? If I want any adjustment here now, for example, if I want any adjustment here, this is what where I will come. As you can see it, let me make it 600 for example. So can you see now it has been shifted to this side? Is that okay? All right, let me turn it back to 0. Let me come to this place now, make it was 600. Can you see? Shifted to this side. So that is that. So let me come and turn it to 0 again. And if I come here now, maybe I want it a different shape. You can see 600, different pattern. Can you see? Can you see the place now? Can you see? It has extended. So if I come here now, This other size I'm making 600 also. So can you see? Can you see? So now let me now turn it to 0. So whatever I want to do, this is how you go about it in this aspect. Is that okay? 0. Can you see? Perfect. So now I will now click on what? On OK. Is that okay? Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. So on this ground, I'm going to pause this video. Is that okay? So that I can proceed. Once I'm done, I will let you know. Is that okay? I'll come back online. Is that okay? All right. Thank you. So this is the last one now. So I will now click on this one again. Then let's wait for it and then click on OK. All right. So let's wait for it to come up. To load. Correct. So you can now see what we have achieved now. So you can now see. You can now see what we have. Can you now see? But at times, are you hearing me? At times, you discover that this place will be projected out a little. It will project out. This particular your polyline will project out. How do you do that? Let me just click on this one and show you as an example. Click on this and also click on property and let's extend it. Is that okay? So let's see. Left cantilever length. Let me see this one here. I think so. Let me make it. Let's say it's a 250 projection. Is that okay? Let's see. All right, if it's not the one, we'll come back and change it, isn't it? So let me click on OK. Let's wait for it. Okay, it's not the direction. That's not the direction. So let's go back again. That's not the direction. So I'll come here now, turn it to 0, and then come to this side and make it what? 250. Is that okay? Click on somewhere else and click on OK. And let's see. Let's see. Can you see? So you can now see it now, right? So I believe we can all see it. Can you see it? Can you see the projection? Can you see it? Can you see the projection here? So that is how to go about it. Is that okay? Which I'm also going to do to other ones. Is that okay? All right. So automatically it takes the shape. Can you see your roof? Your roof members. So that is that. So now having done this one now like this, the next thing is what is your loading. Is that okay? So I'm going to be explaining something about this loading. Is that okay? All right. I'll click on it. Right click and click on edit load. So let's wait for it to come up. All right. So looking at this now, looking at this particular structure here. So if you see it here like this, you now discover that we are having that particular cladding, which is our roofing sheet. Is that okay? So we are going to load it because we are destined for us to need the weight of our roofing sheet. So I'll come to this place now. I'm using full uniform area load. Is that okay? Now this place of magnitude. Now, when you are designing or you are loading your structure, especially this kind of thing that we are doing, when you are loading your roof, you need to consider the environment or the country. If the country is a place where they experience snow, there will be need for you to do what? To calculate, because you can get up to, when you talk of snow, it's like water, isn't it? Water on your roof. Is that okay? So which even though later it might be melted and all of those things, but you discover that before it will melt or you look for something to remove them, definitely at that moment is acting as a load on your members, isn't it? All right. So in that case now, you need to know that country and what is the maximum thickness that they have ever experienced. What is maximum thickness of snow they have ever experienced in that country? Is that okay? So which will enable you to be able to calculate the load and then now put on your magnitude. But in a country whereby they don't experience such, understand? So your load range is between 0.75, don't forget, not for the entire structure, per meter square. That's your roofing sheet. Is that okay? That's the width of your roofing sheet. So now kilonewton per meter square is between this 0.75 to what? To 1 kilonewton per meter square. Can you see it now? So but for me, I will use what? 0.75. Is that okay? I'll use 0.75 and then I will now come to this place now and then select it and let's wait for it. Can you see it now? Can you see it pointing down? Can you see 0.75? Now some will be asking, now why are we not using it? This is for G and Q, isn't it? That's a dead load and life load. Now the reason why I'm not applying life load is because even on at your own end, what is the life load that is we are going to be adding here? Is that okay? The structure is not that high for me to be talking of what? Wind load. Is that okay? It's a small structure. So now there's no any activities that will be going on the roof that I can refer to as what, as my life load. So the only thing that is going to happen on that roof is what, is a permanent load, which is your roofing sheet. So that is why I don't care much. I don't even care much about what, about life load on the roof. Is that okay? The major one, what is the dead load, which is your what, your roof members, which is your roofing sheet. Is that okay? So I haven't explained that. That is that. Is that okay? All right. So I have not this one. Now click on what, on OK, and let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it to come up, to load rather. All right. So as you can see it now, so this particular one now have been loaded. If you look at my cursor now, you can see the cladding. You can see area load. G is what, 0.75 kilonewton per meter square. Can you see it now? So this particular one have been loaded, but this one is what, no load yet, but this one have been loaded. So this is how we are going to load everything. Is that okay? To reduce the length of this video, I will not be doing everything, but what I'm going to do to all is what I've just shown you now. Is that okay? All right, that is that. So I want to say that watch for the next part, whereby we'll be doing the connection of this place after we have finished all the necessary things in this particular place, analyze and design. Is that okay? So this part of roof is very common, isn't it? It's very common, as you can see. And the brazing, how we are going to do our connection, and then anyone that failed, how do you know that your connection have failed? All of those things we'll be doing it, and I'll be showing you in our next video. Is that okay? All right, thank you very much. So till I see you in our next part, where we'll be doing the connection of this particular structure. Is that okay? And don't forget, even this place, before we stop, let me show you something very important here. That's why I said that it's very important to watch this video to the end. So now at this point, if you look at this place, now they are going to raise block, isn't it? If I should brace this particular place now, if I should brace this structure here, if I should brace this particular one here, if I use X bracing, let's assume yes, they are going to use a block. They are going to raise block, isn't it? Definitely they are going to raise block, and I want to brace it. Now the question, how will I brace it? Am I going to use X bracing? My answer is no, because if I use X bracing, they will find it difficult in laying their blocks. So how do I, which kind of bracing, or what kind of bracing am I going to be using at this point in this case now? Is that okay? Because I cannot be using X, this type of X for these roof members. What am I going to use? I'll go to what? I'll come to my GAT. I'll come to this place, click on it, then I'll now come and click on two members. For example, this one, I'll only show you this one. So if you now look at it now, despite that it's like this, I'm going to explain something. As it is now, you can see my sagging rod. It's still showing me sagging rod. Can you see it here? This sagging rod. Can you see this sagging rod? You can see them. So they will still find it difficult in what? In raising block, isn't it? So what I'll come here, I'll come to this sagging rod. I'll come to this auto fit. I'll put on none. Can you see? It has disappeared. I'll come back to this place called geometry. Now, I haven't done this one like this, but if you look at it, if you look at what we are having, can you see? It's outside your column. Is that okay? Which is your stanchion, rather. Which is your stanchion. We call it, in steel, we call it stanchion, not a column. Is that okay? This particular bracing is outside your stanchion, isn't it? So since it's outside your stanchion, how do you now do it? Because if they still go ahead and raise this block, all this bracing, you'll be seeing them, isn't it? That is fine. How do you go about it? I'm going to show you now. All right. Before I explain other thing, so to do that now, I'll come to this place now where I have a perpendicular offset. Let me zoom in so that we can see it very well. Let me zoom it so you can see it very well. I'll come to this place now and make it, let's say, minus 150 for instance. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Can you see it has gone inside? So let me make it a minus 200 now. Minus 200. Okay, perfect. So can you now see it now? Can you now see what we are having? So if you look at this other side, there's nothing outside here, and if you look at this side, it's at the center, at the middle. So by the time they are raising block, automatically what's going to happen? It will be covered. You will not see anything. You think that they are not being braced, but they are being braced. But now it's now left for you. How do you want the bracing? How many blocks do you want them to raise before the next support? So for example, let's say we are using a, what do you call it? We are using a 225. Let's say we want to raise this thing 6 cos, for example, 6 cos. Let's say 6 cos. So I'm going to 6 multiplied by 250. Is that okay? So let me say this. That's 1005. Is that okay? So at every 6 cos, there will be a bracing. Is that okay? That means the height is what, 1005. There's a calculation why I use that what do you call it, 250. Is that okay? All right. So now I'll come to this place in the bracing now and put 1500. Is that okay? I'll click somewhere here. So can you see it now? This is what we are having. Can you see? So that means at this downside here, we are having what? From here to here, 6 cores. From here to here, 6 cores. And from here to here, 6 cores. Is that okay? I will now click on what? On my final OK. And let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Correct. Can you see it now? Can you see what we have? Can you see? Can you see what we have? Perfect modeling. Can you see it now? So which all of this I'm going to be doing later. Is that okay? All right. So that is that. Till I see you next time in our next video. I want to say, in case you have not still subscribed, it doesn't take you anything. It does not cost you anything. Just click on the like button and also give this video a subscribe. Is that okay? This company called Ekidel, give us your support by what? By subscribing. Thank you very much. Till I see you next time in our next video. Bye.